Hey, it's time for another vlog. I got unscripted this week, but I got a Pikachu above my head, which means I'm going to be talking about Pokemon. Specifically, I wanted to talk about wobbly cameras because I'm holding a tripod. No, specifically, I want to talk about shiny Pokemon. I have had my fair share of shinies, but not necessarily the ones that I've asked for. In fact, I've done some shiny hunting in the past, and never gotten a shiny out of it. I've never successfully had a shiny hunting session. However, I've encountered a handful of random ones from pretty much every generation that I've really spent time in. Aside from the guaranteed Chinese event Pokemon, the Red Gyarados, like Ens, Haxorus, things like that. So I'm going to start with Fire Red and Leaf Green. I replayed Fire Red a handful of years ago, and I just kind of wanted to re-experience it and maybe get to know some of the Kanto Pokemon better that I never really got to use. So I was specifically going through and choosing Pokemon I had not had much experience with in the past. I think there's a gnat in my ear. That was wonderful. I hope it's out. So I first went through, picked a starter I had never really chosen, Charmander, because, man, I don't want to start a war, but I hate Charmander. But I get a little ways through the game, and I'm like, you know what? I've never really worked with ground types much. Like, I've had some ground rock ones. I've used Golem before, things like that. I'm like, I'm gonna go get a Sandshrew. Fair enough. But then I passed through Diglett's tunnel. I'm like, hey, you know what? Diglett's fast. It hits fairly hard. Like, Diglett is a pretty decent Pokemon. Let's use Diglett instead. I think Nat's still there. Ooh. I'm sorry, guys. This is weird. I'm gonna use Diglett. So I go into Diglett's tunnel because, hey, there's Digletts in Diglett tunnel. I catch a Diglett. Cool. All right. I nicknamed him. I nicknamed all of them back then. And then I get into the next battle, the very next battle, and shiny Diglett. So I naturally had to go. I had to change it, release the Diglett I just had, and use my Diglett that I just caught. That I should still have. Give me a second. I got this. It's not. Wait, oh. It keeps shutting off. Oh, hey! Just took the camera looking at it. Okay, let's make sure I still got this. I don't think anyone's played it since then. Oh no! No! Crap. Oh no, I think we're still good. Previously on my quest, which was like years and years ago. Okay, let's go. Michi, someone's knocking at my door. There it is. I couldn't think of a proper nickname, so I never nicknamed this one. Here's my shiny Dugtrio. Met at Diglett's Cave, level 19. Look at that. But next, so let's jump forward to Black and White. I had bought this game from my old roommate. I don't really know why he was getting rid of it. He really wanted to play Pokemon. He played it for like 2 days and then sold it to me for 20 bucks. So that was my first foray into Gen 5. And a couple days in, just walking through, I think, the Zappy Mountain area, and I find a shiny Joltik, and I'm like, whoa, I love Joltik. I mean, this is like one of my first times seeing him, but I like him. He's cute little mite. So I named him Twinkle Toes because the only like noticeable difference is his toes are purple. So I got Twinkle Toes. And then the literal next day, I find a shiny Pidove and then Tranquil. I find a shiny Tranquil just the literal next day, just out in the wild. So it was a female, unfortunately, so it wasn't like all that pretty looking when it evolved. But that's all right. You know what? I found 2 shinies in one game in a matter of 2 days. So that's pretty sweet. Jump forward to X and Y. I know I had one in this. Yes! X and Y. So I was trying to fill out my Pokedex. Post game, just trying to do what I can do. And so I was getting down to the end of all the Pokemon I needed, going route by route. So I'm at the very end. I'm trying to find a Sudowoodo. Okay, so you go into the forest, and they only show up in horde battles with Trevenant. And so I'm just using Sweet Scent to attract hordes, running away, Sweet Scent to attract hordes, running away, Sweet Scent, run away, Sweet Scent, run away, until I find a Sudowoodo. Well, I'm getting like 30 hordes in, and I cannot find a Sudowoodo. It's got like a 10% chance, I'm pretty sure, of showing up, and it just never showed up for me. Before a Sudowoodo shows up, I find a shiny Trevenant. At like Sweet Scent number 30, I find a shiny Trevenant, and then I get my Sudowoodo like three battles later. It was nuts. Like, the 10% chance of happening did not happen, but the 1 in 2,000 or whatever it is chance of happening, yeah, that's what happened first. Then cut to Sun and Moon. Pokemon Moon. I had a shiny Execute, which is kind of ironic in that game because of the fact that that's the only shiny you can naturally get in your Pokedex anyway in that game, is an Execute. So the fact that I caught a shiny Execute and then battled someone who had a shiny Execute, just a trainer in that game, fun fact, has a shiny Execute. He's like, hey, look at this cool Pokemon. And then gives you a nugget or something afterwards. It's really cool. But it just happened to be like the Pokemon that I got shiny. Actually, I should have him too. Another second. Just wait. All right, so let's get the other guy out here. Do I have it on my team currently? I do not. But I happen to just be standing right next to a computer. Boom, boom, let's see. Where is my Executor? Where is he? Where's this guy? Did I pass him? Where's my Executor? What's going on? Where did he go? Well, this is a problem. Where's my Executor? Whoa. Okay, so I found him. He's right here. I don't... surprise, there he is. So the real reason why I'm making this video is to tell the story of one particular shiny that kind of ruined my early Renaissance Pokemon playing. Pokemon Diamond, okay? So I'm playing my favorite generation of Pokemon games. This is what really got me back into Pokemon back in middle school, high school, somewhere in there. Early high school, probably. And I just wanted to milk every ounce of gameplay out of that game as I could. And in that particular game, once I beat it, I really wanted to fill out the national dex. I wanted to get that little certificate from the developer that's like, hey, good job, you did it, you did the thing. So naturally what I did is go to cheating. In the days of DS, there was this device called an action replay. And what the action replay does is it essentially just allowed you to manipulate different values in the game to produce essentially cheats. So there was a very popular one, showed up on pretty much as like the first hit on any like Pokemon Diamond action replay codes Google site. And essentially what it did is it gave you 493 Pokeballs, Master Balls, sorry, in the top slot of your inventory. What those did is you would take 493, which was the number of Pokemon in that generation, and you would subtract X amount of Master Balls, you would throw them away, and however many were left, that was the index number of the Pokemon that you would next encounter. I think you had to hold down a button as well, maybe, in order to activate it. So if I were to take 493, subtract X amount to get 151, a Mew would show up, just randomly in the grass. So I start down the list. I'm just running around Route 2, okay? 102, whatever it might be. Very early area, so they're just level 2s. I can throw a Pokeball at them. Should be able to catch them, no problem. And so, first one, Arceus. Got him. Second one, Shaman. It's shiny. And I go, a shiny Shaman. Okay. Wait a second, I don't have a shiny Cheaton. And this Shaman that I very much cheated to find was legitimately shiny. And I remember just sitting there with the DS, and I couldn't quite figure out what I should do. So I shut the DS, and I just kind of went about my day, still in battle with the shiny Shaman, like level 2, level 3. And I didn't know what to do. Because the point of having a shiny back then, before they were, rampant and easy to find, was just to show your friends. You would be like, hey, look at my cool shiny Pokemon. I found this shiny Shaman, oh my word. And I couldn't do that. Because of the fact that if you looked even just for a moment at its Pokedex page, be like, oh, caught at level 2 at Route 102. Huh, yeah, you cheated to get this Pokemon. Like, this isn't cool, this isn't worth anything. So I couldn't show my friends this cool shiny Shaman, so incredibly rare, because it was obviously cheated to find. And so what I did is I didn't catch the Shaman. I didn't catch the shiny Shaman because I knew that was, at that point, it was wrong. To cheat my way to victory was wrong. So I ran away from the battle, and I gave my brother my action replay. I swore off cheating from every Pokemon game since then because of a shiny Shaman. It wrecked me. It absolutely wrecked me. So maybe someday I'll have a shiny Shaman of my own. Maybe it'll make up for it. Maybe make up some of the guilt, rectify some of that in my soul.